I am amazed by how little I understood about design until I got fired from Elektra Records. Now, in this course, I'm going to set you straight on how to become an excellent designer, and I am pretty sure that the answer is not what you might think. Now, when I was learning design, no one told me the truth. If this is the spine of the video, it is a hand-drawn roadmap, a sketchbook diagram of how design goes wrong, but how it might save you anyway, and we're going to start at the top and we're going to work our way systematically to the bottom. Let's start with a syllogism. A syllogism is a form of logical reasoning where a conclusion is drawn from two premises. It's a foundational structure in deductive logic often associated with Aristotle. Major premise. The most important problem a human must solve is how to live well. Right, just for clarity's sake, that's Aristotle, Nicomachean Ethics, Book 1. Minor premise. Design is the discipline of solving human problems. And this is Herbert Simon, The Sciences of the Artificial, 1969. Conclusion. Therefore, design's most important problem is how a human lives well. Design isn't aesthetic, it's ontological. Whether you work for a design firm, ad agency, brand agency, or as an in-house corporate designer, there is the pyramid of punishment. We have all been there. The pyramid of punishment. This is Guy Debord and Berardi. So how does this profession of design usually play out? Nearly all knowledge work is structured like a pyramid. Design is knowledge work. Now at the bottom of the pyramid is the fucking grind. This is straight production work, junior designer type shit. We're talking about 60-hour weeks, implementing other people's ideas. You show your bosses that you're good at what you do. If you're diligent and lucky, you move up in the pyramid and you enter the meh phase of the pyramid. In this phase, you're invested by the creative director or the firm with more responsibility. The ideas are flowing, the work's improved, but that persistent sense remains. The idealism that first drew you to design still feels unfulfilled. You keep showing up, you get better, you become reliable. Eventually you're promoted. The pay gets better. Now you're managing a team. This is the sleep phase. The work no longer challenges you. You could do it half awake, and most days you do. Now one day, with zero warning, you notice a kind of feeling. It arrives like rot behind the drywall. How did I end up building a life I don't recognize? That's your black pill moment. Not dramatic and not cinematic, just a slow, sinking realization that almost everything you're working on is, in fact, a compromise. In that moment, you fully understand that the system doesn't want excellence. In most instances, it wants compliance and mediocrity. In that black pill phase, your days are filled with a dissonance deep in your chest, a low, steady, not quite panic. It's in these moments that you realize that the paycheck is a sedative, and you stop pretending you're proud of the work, and slowly, everything starts to rot. The projects, the meetings, your ambition. Now, if you're lucky, you begin to realize that you're rotting from the inside out. Sometime in your 40s, you find yourself stuck in a structure that extracts value and leaves you spiritually empty. This is Guy Debord's Spectacle. It's Berardi's The Soul at Work. Now, eventually, if you're paying attention, you take the black pill. Now, Mark Fisher would call it the moment you see through the capitalist realism, when no alternative seems possible, and everything feels wrong. It's also Plato's Cave, The Republic, Book 7. You realize you've been staring at shadows, mistaking them for the truth. My message, this video, is here to help you avoid all of that, to help you pull your head out of your ass, literally. This is Plato's Prisoner turning around to see the fire. It's Bruce Naumann's self-portrait as a fountain meets a bathroom epiphany. It's grotesque, comedic, and necessary. Design shouldn't be about this. It shouldn't be about 25 essential design trends for 2025. It's about transforming how we think about life. It's about escaping the matrix. From the collapse comes growth. From shit, flowers. From black pills, something hopeful. So where do you go from here? You've pulled your head out of your ass. You see the machine for what it is. This is where the real work begins. Not the work for clients, but the work of becoming. Design is not a career. It's not Figma or Adobe Creative Cloud. It's a framework for reshaping your mind. It's a set of tools for reprogramming your habits, your attention, your priorities. Aristotle would say, eudaimonia, the good life, is lived through action, not theory. So where do you go from here? You have pulled your head out of your ass. You see the machine for what it is. This is where the real work begins. Not the work for the clients, but the work of becoming. Design is not a career. It's not Figma or Adobe Creative Cloud. It is a framework for reshaping your mind. It is a set of tools for reprogramming your habits, your attention, your priorities. Aristotle would say, eudaimonia, the good life is lived through action, not theory. Now, my strongest advice, hey, Billy, my strongest advice, the thing I had to learn from Joseph Campbell, not from my design professors or my job, is to stop forcing myself into the pyramid of pain, to forego societal expectation, to let go of any idea of a predetermined career path, to let go of what I should be. Now, I am not suggesting for a moment that the solution is to drop out. I am suggesting that you use design to understand a path that will only work for you. Now, I had to rethink my relationship to digital tools and to learn to see them as a path to freedom from the constraints of capitalism. Now, I began to realize also that ideas from outside design are the things that make you an interesting designer. Design culture will not make you an interesting designer. 25 essential design trends for 2025 is an idea for idiots and is a path to mediocrity. And finally, to use the deep structures of design, and yes, to use, and I hate this word, but to use creativity to rethink how we live, how you live, to act upon Aristotelian ideas of what constitutes a life well lived. Design at its deepest level and at its most important level helps us answer these questions. So start designing your time, rethink how you read, rethink how you listen, rethink how you move through the day. Camus says revolt. Revolt against your own inertia. Design systems that push you toward a more meaningful life. And what is design if not that? A series of decisions made in pursuit of form, function, and meaning. From here forward, your job is to design not just products, but your posture towards the world.
Billy. Give it a Doug score.
6. Really good.
6.
Yeah.
How would you give what Doug score would you give to the shakshuka?
5.5.
What?
Harris Patrick Burrows.
Banana crepes. Shakshuka potatoes? What you think, dog? I see you. Yeah, oh, you're getting good with your fork skills, boy. More potatoes? Don't get the tomato sauce all over me, buddy.
What are you looking at?
Good job.
It means that the orchards symbolize the idea of long-term thinking to me, planning for the future, and tending a crop over time, and that ultimately, as decidedly unfashionable as this is, I believe that you reap what you sow. Not in all instances, not in every instance, but for the most part, the visual image of the orchards is a powerful metaphor that reminds me to take into consideration those things that matter over time, and to tend a crop and to take care of it and to think long term, and then to realize that the vagaries of life, the storms of life, fire, pestilence, disease, those things do in fact happen, but those are single data points over time, and that the orchard itself represents this idea that over time you reap what you sow.
Hi, my name is Scarlett Earls. I'm 24. No, I'm not. What the fuck? I'm 21 years old. Come get out of your waders. Your mini waders.
Harris is doing it. He's gonna.
All right. No.
Hey, stop! Stop it!
Get in.
So no, this isn't about tips and tricks. It's about emancipation. Designing isn't about making things look good. It's about asking the only question that matters: how do I live well? And what can I design, not just in my software, but in my mind, in my practice, in my community, to make that possible?